Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud on their beds. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute on them this written judgment. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Call Laim Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kedash. Double honor to the apostles and elders which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and diligently putting the videos throughout the week to feed the sheep. And shalom to the sincere Aquafim listening and learning. It's McQuad for the Jumping in the VA camp. Let me get right into it. This is Matthew 12:35. It says, a good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. So, if you're not aware, Yahweh Shemi Shai has set up a system that, because we couldn't keep the law perfectly, okay? So he sent Yahweh Shai here to set up a system. And the system that he basically set up was simplifying it to the smallest thing. But give and it shall be given unto you. Okay, that's pretty much the system that Yahweh Shemi Shai set up. The things that you want, you got to be willing to give it back. And not only to the people who deserve it, or so-called deserve it, but the people who also don't deserve it. And that might sound crazy initially, but you have to think, right? We were given this knowledge when we were in wickedness. We didn't get this knowledge because we were just doing something good. We were given knowledge because just off the strength. Okay? Just off the strength. We wasn't given it because we did anything good. We were in sin before we got this knowledge. And we're still in sin when we had this knowledge. Okay, but the point on that is, sometimes we got to give even when the person in your eyes maybe not even deserve it. Okay, because like I said, or like the scriptures point out, that matter of fact, Paul talked about it when he says the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of heaven. And then he started going down a list of all the wicked things, and he said some of y'all came from the same thing, but y'all were washed and clean by the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Shai. So we got to keep that in mind, that we all came from sin and we didn't do anything to receive this knowledge. Okay, it was freely given unto us. So we got to freely give. It says, but a lot of guys, they forget that. And that's going to be a mistake because, like I said, it's people think they're going to get all these things they want, but they don't want to give it back at the same time. But that's a mistake. This is Matthew, because you got to think to yourself, everything you want, salvation, forgiveness, mercy, kindness, charity, everything you want from Yahweh Shemi Shai, you got to be willing to give that back to our people. Not just the ones that are woke either, or so-called woke, all our people. This is Matthew 12:35. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in a day of judgment. So every idle word. Let's go into the word idle. It says, as a negative particle, Slaki, incentive, that is unemployed, by implication, lazy, useless, barren, slow, and idle. And anybody in this category is going to definitely give an account in a day of judgment. Okay, it's idle, which useless to pick curses up on our people. One, they're already cursed. Two, that same person you putting curses upon could wake up and be the elect, and you could not be the elect. So, because I know a lot of guys, it's like a cool thing to call the so-called two-thirds, two-thirds, and everybody want to bang on the so-called two-thirds. People think if you're not moving how you're supposed to be moving right now at this specific moment, you're a so-called two-third. But that is a mistake. Okay, we're not supposed to we're not supposed to call anybody a two-third, and we're not supposed to call anybody of the elect. Okay, we can't do either one of those things. We don't have the power to do that. Okay, and I'm not just pulling out my ass. Yahweh Shemi Ashad told Paul, Slakia told Peter, call no man unclean or common. Okay, so you calling somebody two-third, you calling them common and unclean. Okay, and then we already know we can't make ourselves of the elect. So you can't call somebody a two-third, and you can't call somebody of the elect. You can't make yourself of that number. You can't do it. It says, for by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Okay, and like I said, it says by your words you're going to be justified, and by your words you're going to be condemned. Now keep in your back of your mind, listen, the things that you give out, the vibration you push out is the vibration you're going to receive. Okay, so the words you speak, your vibration that you're pushing out is going to be the same vibration you get back. Okay, let's keep going, because I got the precepts to expound upon what I'm talking about. I don't want to just keep explaining it. Psalms 37:21, it says, the wicked borroweth and payeth not again. And we have been, like Yahweh Shah said, he gave us all these talents, and he woke us up. He gave us his knowledge, right? And this is with this knowledge, we're really like borrowing it. Okay, this is like it's not just because you have, because when you go to Luke 12:48, it tells you, to whom much is given and much is going to be required. Okay, and we were given a lot. Okay, just understanding these scripts, we were given a lot, and we got to give that back. Okay, but it says, the wicked borroweth and payeth not again. So that the wicked are going to receive these benefits of the truth. They're not going to give back mercy, forgiveness, charity, kindness, affection, joy, peace. They're not going to give these things back. They're going to sit on it. They're not going to pay Yahweh Shemi Shai back. Yahweh Shai said, love as I have loved. And Yahweh Shai, he dealt with us even when we in wickedness. Because he said he came back for the sinners. So everybody who he came back for were literally legit in sin sinners. Okay, he said, love as I have loved. He wasn't looking down on nobody because they were in sin. He didn't do that. And we got to be in that same spirit. But like I said, this could break it down perfectly. It says, the wicked borroweth and payeth not again. And you got a lot of jakes in the ministry right now that they have no intentions of paying Yahweh Shemi Shai back. They just figure, I got this knowledge, I'm good. Anybody who's in wickedness, they're nothing but two turds. And I'm using their terminology, okay, which is crazy in itself. It says, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. See, that's what the righteous are going to do. Show mercy and give. That's what Yahweh Shai kept telling us to do, that. Give back to our people. Okay? And that's a big trait. That's one of the big signs of the house of David. Giving and showing mercy. Okay? Case in point. Where David could have killed King Saul, but he let him live. And what did King Saul say? You are more righteous than me. I know surely you're going to be king of all Israel. He said, you rewarded me good for evil. And that's what a real one is going to do. He's going to reward good for evil. Okay, and that's what Yahweh Shemi Shai did for us. He gave us good for evil, because we were showing him nothing but evil throughout our entire lives, pre coming into this knowledge. And he rewarded us good for our evil. Okay, he rewarded us good. We got to give that back. I don't see why guys can't understand that. You can't say, man, that guy don't deserve this, he's wicked. Well, we were given this when we were wicked. If Yahweh Shemi Shai would have looked at us and said, man, they don't deserve this, they're wicked, we would all be dead. We got to pay that back. Luke 6:38. It says, give and it shall be given unto you. That's simple. Give and it's going to be given unto you. Because I see a lot of videos, guys telling me, I want salvation, I want mercy, I want charity. But these are the same guys who ain't even giving it back. You do something wrong, but they proceed to be wrong and they're going to block you. Okay, they got a chance to show mercy, and they're going to go the opposite way. Okay, they're going to blow you out as bad as they could. The same exact things these people want, they're not giving it out. The same exact thing. And Yahushua hates hypocrites to the maximum. That's why he wasn't dealing with the wicked scribes and Pharisees, because they was a bunch of hypocrites. And a lot of guys back here in the ministry are in that same hypocrite spirit, and they're going to have to pay for that. It says, good measure pressed down and shaken together and running over shall men give into your bosom. For with the same measure that ye meet withal, it shall be measured to you again. It said with all. Okay, we're supposed to be doing this with all our people. Okay, if that's how you rocking, then that's what you're going to get back. We know Yahweh Shemi Shai don't tell lies, so if we say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But ultimately, guys ain't got faith in that. They want to come up another way. They think they got a better plan. They can do it better, which is a mistake. Luke 9:55. It says, but he turned and rebuked them and said, ye know not what matter of spirit ye are of. Because they thought we was in the spirit of burning people down and taking vengeance in our hands. No, it's not that time. Okay, this is the time it is. It says, for the Son of Man is not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. That's what the spirit is supposed to be in right now. The spirit of saving lives, not destroying lives. Watch this. John 3:17. It says, for Yahweh sent not his Son into the world to condemn the world, but that through the world, but that the world through him might be saved. So he didn't send Yahweh Shai so that everybody be condemned, to flex on everybody and say, man, y'all all wicked, now y'all gotta die. No, he sent him back because he knew we were wicked, and he knew we needed mercy and forgiveness and charity, which is love. He knew we needed these things. Okay, that's why he sent his Son back, to save, not to kill, to save. Okay, we still in what is it, Jeremiah 16:16. We're still in the spirit of fishing and saving. Okay, when Jacob's trouble pop off, then that'd be the time to kill. Okay, but we're not even there yet. So until Yahweh Shemi Shai get a word, we here to save lives. Okay, those doors to the ark, right? The doors to the ark are still open. They're not closed yet. Okay, everybody still has a chance. Proverbs 18:16. It says, a man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth him before great men. Exactly. So a man's gift is going to make room for him. Okay, and that's why we're giving out these gifts: forgiveness, mercy, charity. Because forgiveness, mercy, charity, love, joy, peace, all these different things is like insurance. Okay, we keep paying that tab so that the day that we get into an accident, right? The day that we get into an accident, we got somebody to call up to tow our car, right? We got somebody to call to come change our tire. We got somebody to call to come give us some gas, right? Not literally, but I'm like making a parable. Okay, we constantly paying this tab off, right? We constantly paying this insurance every day, every minute, we're constantly paying this tab off, this insurance, so that when we need it, we can have something to dip into. But if you're not giving out love, forgiveness, mercy, and charity, you're not giving these things out, when you go to dip in because you need something, it's not going to be nothing for you to get. Because you ain't been given. Then you ain't got no room to take nothing out. That's it for you. This is Proverbs 11, 25. It says, the liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself. See, so he that watereth, he's gonna be watered himself. Okay, so when you out here giving back, right? You try to make sure your people are good. You're going to be made good. Okay, you're going to be watered, and that's the spirit of Yahushua. Okay, give and it shall be given unto you. That's the spirit. That's what the whole Yahushua coming back was all about. Okay, mercy and forgiveness. That's what that was all about. Okay, he just gave it to us freely, but at the same time, in order to keep receiving these benefits, we got to give it back, and not just to the woke, to all our people. Because a lot of people think, oh well, I don't have to give to a so-called sinner. Well, we were sinners, and Yahweh Shemi Shah gave to us, so that's out. Proverbs 21 and 26. It says, he coveted greedily all the day long, but the righteous giveth and spareth not. Right? You got a lot of people in this ministry, they're greedy with their forgiveness and their mercy. They're greedy with it. Like, nah, man, he don't deserve it. He ain't getting it. Or he did this to me, so he ain't getting it. Or he ain't getting it till he come and bow down to me. This, that, and the third. That's fine. But what does the scripture say about that? It says, but the righteous giveth and spareth not. And that's the spirit of the righteous. They're going to give. They're not going to spare. They're not going to spare their forgiveness, their mercy, their charity. They're not going to spare. They're going to give it when they got it. Okay? They're going to give it when they got it, when it's time. Let's keep going. Matthew 19:21. Yahushua said unto him, if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. See that, and that's how you get treasure in heaven, man. When you give back to your people. Okay, when you're giving back to your people, that's Yahweh Shemi Shah. He likes to see that. Okay, he loves to see charity. He loves to see brotherly love. That's why it's the second greatest commandment. Love your neighbor as yourself. That's his thing right there. Okay, outside of serving him, it don't get more honorable than that. Laying down your life for your brother, Yahweh Shemi Shah. That's what he down for. That's what Yahweh Shah down for. He said, yo, anybody who touch one of mine, it'd be better if they hang themselves and drown themselves in the sea. That's how Yahweh. That's how loyal and brotherly Yahweh Shah is. You touch one of mine, you better if you offer yourself, because when I get my hands on you. So, and that's the spirit. That's the spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. He don't play with his. All right, let's get this. Luke 6:35. But love ye your enemies and do good and lend, hoping for nothing. So we're going to do good to our people, and we're going to give and not being in the spirit of hoping for something back. Just giving it because you got it, or giving it because they need it, whatever. It says, again, and your reward shall be great. And your reward shall be great. So your reward is going to be great when you look out for your people, not just the ones that are woke, the enemies too, the enemies of your people. Okay, meaning the people who are not necessarily serving Yahweh Shemi Shah, they're living in complete wickedness. Okay, your reward is going to be great for that. Okay, obviously doing this in with wisdom. Okay, like an example. Like imagine if I'm on a plantation, it's a Jake. He not serving Yahweh Shemi Shah, but he probably need like $5 a whole until tomorrow. I'm not gonna, and I have like more than enough in my pocket or whatever, and I'll be like, nah, I ain't gonna give it to him because he nothing but a nigga. He don't need this. Fuck him. Nah, that's going off. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, if you literally have to give it, give it. Okay. You wanna our people is a lot of our people think, oh well, The way you love a so-called 2/3 is giving this truth, but that ain't it. Okay, like the example I just made up, he could use that money. Okay, he could have used it. He said he's gonna give it back to you, right? But like I said, we're gonna apply it with wisdom though. We're gonna apply it with wisdom. Now, if it's a guy who's always asking you for money, he ain't never giving it back to you. That's a whole nother story. Okay, but we talking about a guy asked you one time and y'all real cool and you know for a fact he gonna probably pay you back. Do that. But the point on that is we gonna do good for our people. Okay, even the ones that are asleep. This is Luke 6 and verse finishing off 35. It says, "And ye shall be the children of the highest, for he is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil." So Yahweh Shem Yahshua is kind to the unthankful and to the evil. So you want to be godly, right? You want to be like God. You want to have traits of God. That's how you do it. When you show mercy and kindness unto even the bad of our people. It says, "But ye there," it says, "Be ye therefore merciful as your Father also is merciful." And Yahweh Shem Yahshua has, like I said, he got max amount of mercy out here. He gave us this knowledge, a chance to do right when we were in complete wickedness. Okay, like I said, we didn't do nothing to earn this. It was freely given. But with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kadash, Adawan, Ratazah, Thumb, Tamayim, Akim, Wa, Akwa from Yakal. Shalom.